Happy Monday! I survived my long working weekend, and now I'm excited to be back in my studio. That's the best place I like to be, where I don't have to labor so much. This morning we have Deborah and Darelyn. Drop me a comment if you are here. I'm going to share this a couple places. Okay, there we go. Share that there too. Okay. All right. Leave a comment if you see that I am live. And there we go. Good morning. Good morning, Judy. Good morning. Looking forward to today. Me too. Okay, I am on the screen. Oh, I'm behind. I'm behind there. Hi. Good morning. I should show our wall of names. Oh my goodness. Hopefully that will show. The morning sun is coming in, so I moved over. The doors are filling up. I'm happy about that. Good morning. Good morning. So I thought I would, it's Monday morning. It's May 24th. We have two lovely members of your Artful Journey, Deborah and Darelyn. And so I am super excited to talk this morning. I'm going to answer some questions too, because I had some questions, and I want to say her name was Tamara. You know, no matter how many times I give information and it feels like I'm saying it over and over again, it's usually the first time somebody else is hearing it. So I'm going to answer a few questions because I always make mention and read all my emails. I got to put some hand lotion on. I do want to carry on the saga of my pool staining over the weekend. Rented this buffing machine that, thank heavens, I know women can go to war, I know women can do construction. I don't think I could have stood on this machine and still had enough body weight to buff the backyard stained concrete without zipping into the pool. I tried it. Thank heavens for friends who came over and basically got all the pool staining done, then lightened it all up. Pretty happy. It's going to fade. And then painted all around the trim. It only took me 4 gallons of wasted paint, or 3 gallons of wasted paint to figure out the color I needed, because it never looks the same. And I'm basically happy. I'm never going to be fully happy. I'm really proud of myself for undertaking this job myself. Probably saved a lot of money. Probably pay somebody to fix it in the future. But I had a friend come over last night, and she was like, I love what you did. I'm like, okay. So I'm going to buy an indoor-outdoor carpet for right outside my bedroom, and I'm going to keep bringing the living space outside. But I think I shared some photos. I should share a photo. I wonder if I can. Good morning. Good morning. Putting hand lotion on. I had to cut all my nails down and basically fell into bed last night completely exhausted. Like, haven't got started with the art. I signed up, but I will. I have all my supplies. I love that. Good morning, Kelly. So glad to have grades submitted and planning a painting day. Can I come over? Can I come over? I could really use it. Okay, I'm going to show a photo. Well, I don't know if this really shows my backyard very well. Well, hopefully you can kind of see this. So all of that got stained around, and then I'm cleaning everything else. So all in all, I'm pretty happy. It's fairly dark. It's not exactly what I wanted, but anyway, I'm super proud of myself. So I need to live in that for a minute. Oh, and I've been invited over to Kelly's. All right, so it is 7:59. Here we go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. You guys, I've just been, I should show this video. Do I have this? It didn't save. Thank God I had somebody come over yesterday, but let's see if I could show you this. There we go. Do. Oh my God. That was not an easy situation. Thank you. It's a little dark. Like, I feel like it looks a little rich for me. I don't know. Like, I'm broke as heck. But it's going to be fine. Oh, Kelly has the ingredients for mimosas. You know what we call that, Kelly? Emergency champagne. Just in case a friend pops over, you always have to have that. You do think it looks nice? I have been hesitant to show it, and now all my friends are coming over on Sunday, so they're going to see it and be existing on it. Yeah, it's going to lighten. They already told me, expect right out of the gate, the sun beats on it 24/7, so it'll lighten. So maybe in a year I'll love it. Okay. Good morning. It is Monday. I recovered from my weekend. I think I didn't really have a weekend. I worked all weekend, so that was kind of what it is. I want to talk about your artful journey and what that is. First off, I'm going to share this screenshot. Your Artful Journey. That's the website. Your Artful Journey. I will give the link. And right away, somebody said to me this morning, I don't even know what it is. I was like, okay. So Your Artful Journey is my membership group that includes lessons since we started from like 2019, end of 2019, I think, and current. Every month I release new lessons, new techniques. If you were part of any of my challenges, a lot of things run like that where I don't deep dive and give you everything. We give bits and pieces. And so every month at the first of the month, new content is dropped. We have a minimum of typically 3 live members-only event, live lessons. We do Wine with Wine. We do 2 morning meditations. Sometimes we only do 1 if we've got like a challenge or something going on. If I do an art journal challenge, that is also free to members. And then, of course, I'm live every Wednesday. So I'm always like trying to get new content out. But I'm talking specific to your Artful Journey members. It is $37 a month or $370 a year. I probably should share maybe the portal tomorrow morning to share what that is, or maybe later on tonight. Just so you can see, people were like asking for examples of what we do. The answer is probably the best is to go into my Facebook page, because then you can see the kind of art I do. I do carry that out. And that, but we do sunsets and leaves and nature. I'm really inspired by nature, being outside, obviously. I love, Kelly just said, if your life is stressful and your heart is not full, sign up. I love that. I love it. But even if your heart is full, you'd be able to share something with us. Today is my birthday, and what a gift to this 60 young year self, not old self. Thank you for encouraging me to take this challenge. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you did the May Flower Power Challenge, I'm just going to carry that on. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to carry that on. And every month you get new content. Now here's the thing. When you sign up now, you get all the content from day one. So the people who signed up from day one, they've just been month to month with me. But it's all organized, all on a success path. What else can I say? It all goes in a portal online. You don't even have to be part of the Facebook group, but a Facebook community is part of that. Somebody just said she wasn't great with Facebook. I said everything is housed in a portal. So even if you're going on vacation or traveling this summer, which I will be, those lessons can go with you because they'll go with you on your phone, on your iPad, on your computer. So I'd like to welcome all of our new members. I haven't updated this since yesterday afternoon. The doors are filling up. The doors close on Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. So if you're thinking about signing up and you don't before Wednesday, sorry, you won't be able to until the end of the year, possibly. I only do it once or twice a year. Somebody asks me all the time, why don't you just have members coming in and coming out? Because we focus and we bond. And when you have that onboarding of new members, there's the learning curve and getting to know one another. I like to have a community that we're all part of. Plus, my focus is to be in there. My focus is to be teaching and creating content. That's really what I do. So good morning to everybody. Debbie just said, you will never be disappointed for joining. Tracy is very knowledgeable, talented, and entertaining. We do like to laugh a lot. That is definitely positive vibes. Does it say portal or is it called another name? It's, oh, there's Tamara. I'm answering your questions. Yes. Thank you for that too, because it always reminds me, I never know who's getting the information. Facebook doles things out. Yourartfuljourney.com is the website. When you sign up, you have access to the portal right away. We will onboard all the new members into the Facebook group the first week of June. And then June, we have our quarterly Zoom where we'll get to know people. I'll show people the portal, that kind of thing. So it is all contained at yourartfuljourney.com. Tamara, or I think it's Tamara. Am I saying that right? Hopefully that answers your question. Right when you sign up, you have access to that information. All the lessons go back. So even if you were to sign up for a month and you decide, oh my goodness, it's not for me, which that's not typically the case, you'd have access to all those lessons. And if it's not for you, if you sign up monthly, there is no obligation. You can sign up yearly and you get 2 free months. Also, people, what has been the case, which I love, is because I'm always content driven, is if you sign up for monthly and you want to convert to yearly, you can do that as well. When you sign up at $37 a month, that's your rate. The rates do go up, so people are paying $32 a month, or we started, I don't know, like 28. I can't remember what the number was. So keep that in mind. Oh, Donna said, it is so organized, an amazing amount of techniques and pieces to create. Love, 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 and love our tribe. So I'm always constantly like trying to get member feedback and member content driven. So just remember that now obviously I release new content every month, but I listen to everything. I write all the ideas down. I do literally write all the ideas down. Down here is content that hasn't been delivered. This is 2021. So I keep track, and then I keep track of when we're live and all of that good stuff. So I record videos in about 5 or 6 month stint. I'm due to sit down, which is going to be next weekend, to do the next 4 or 5 months. But June is already ready to go. So I think that answers that, I hope. I really appreciated you asking me, because I sometimes feel like all I'm doing is saying the same thing over, but sometimes that's the way we do it. So if you are looking to sign up and you want to give it a go, the link is in the conversation. The link is on this video. Helpful. Thank you. That's what I wanted. I also love it at this time of year. To talk to members. We talked to Bambi and Lisa, who are utterly amazing, on Saturday. Lori and Annette yesterday. So awesome. And today we have Deborah and Darelyn. And do you paint any dragonflies? I'm a purple and dragonfly gal. Lorraine, just to let you know, dragonflies and butterflies are on this list. I don't specifically always work in colors. However, we've done, I believe last year we did monochromatic, and then I picked variations. Melanie, if you signed up yesterday, more than likely, you probably can't see it because the sun is rising. Melanie, you are probably on these are all of our new members since we opened the doors on Friday. And I haven't updated it this afternoon, but I will. And I always post the photos. I just love to welcome everybody. This also helps me remember names. And yes, I put initials down. Like, I do remember writing Darelyn's name down because I had to ask her, and she said rhymes with Carolyn. So that's something that helps me. There are quite a few names I needed help with this time. So that covers that. Again, it is member driven. I do what I can to deliver content. I think we did a demo about a month or 2 ago, and everybody was lit up about me using watercolor markers. And so we did May is for Markers Month. So we just did, excuse me, tea. May is for markers. So that was what May was. But again, if you sign up, all that content is there. You can go back and watch it all. All right, without further ado, it is Monday. I have to work today. I'm going to go to Lowe's and buy an indoor-outdoor carpet. Basically, I'm going to buy anything I can that diverts them from looking at the real dark stained concrete. I am so appreciative of members who are stepping up to talk. I think more so than asking me questions is asking them questions, and I should have said this before. If you have questions and you're thinking about signing up, Penny, you are on that list. I remember that. You're on that list. You can ask questions. I'll ask them the questions. And without further ado, I'm going to unmute my lovely guests because nobody should put baby in the corner. And I'm going to add Darelyn, and I'm going to add Deborah. I feel like the names were lined up today. So go ahead, Darelyn. I would love for you to say hello, introduce yourself, and tell us a little bit about you.
Okay. My name is Darelyn Talbot, and I live in the Orlando, Florida area. And I've been a tribe member since August of 2020. Tracy, and one of the challenges, the autumn challenge, where you had the flowers and then you had the bonus pumpkin, came across my Facebook feed. And I thought, for $10, I'm all in, and I really enjoyed it. And at the end of that, I decided to go ahead and sign up. And I've actually signed up as a founding member of the Art Masters as well. I'm excited about where you're going to take us and what we're going to see. But it just, I know last year was a hard year for all of us, and there were definite days where getting onto the Facebook page or getting onto one of your lives or catching one of the lives later, but hearing the dialogue kept my spirits up for sure. So worth every penny of it. I've learned a lot. And I'm happy to be here.
Yay. I love it. And I happen to love the color of her room.
Yes, we share our art studios, and our bathrooms are both the same color.
Mine is the same exact color. When they asked me, I said I'd like my bathroom the same color as my studio because it's my happy space. Not that going to the bathroom. I mean, I have a big tub in there, so it's not like I'm spending lots of time reading magazines in there. All right, Deborah. Without further ado, we would love to meet your Massachusetts self.
Hi, I'm Debbie Marcelino from South Dartmouth, Massachusetts, and I've been a member of the Artful Journey tribe since August of 2020 as well. And I was scrolling through Facebook one day and I saw it, and I said, this might be for me. I've been alone since 2016. My wife passed away from Alzheimer's. I've been a caregiver. I'm a retired registered nurse. I had breast cancer. So, it's everybody has a story. And, you go on. You find something to get up every day and, be grateful and joyous and move on. So anyhow, I was up in Rainham, Mass, and I had to sell my condo because financially I was either going to lose it or something else. So I moved, and before I moved, I found Tracy, and I was so upset that I was going to have to move and pack everything, in the meantime, to move. So that was a little interruption, but I got back on, and, every day, I mean, it's something to look forward to, and you're thinking all the time about what can I create? What can I make? Or you look at things so differently. I'm even planning a trip now, hopefully. I'd love to find a companion to go with just for a drive into the Southwest. I've been there so many times before and traveled, and I just love the vistas and the beautiful, I went to museums, but I want to go to more museums. And, every day it's just a journey. I was in religious life for 11 years. I was a nun, and I started art.
Oh, wow.
I started with art back then, and I taught school, but I wanted to be a nurse, and I went to nursing school. But everything that I ever drew the superiors sold, or whatever. And it was just basics. I never took art lessons or anything, but we did have some good superiors that were artists. So that's where I picked up my talent. My mother always happened to be talented in her art. So I dropped it for many years. I did nothing with it because I was too busy being a nurse, which I loved my career, and taking care of family members. So I've been a carer all these years. And now that I've been retired, this is, I picked it up again and stuff is coming back. And I'm learning to be patient with myself.
Okay, first off, I want to say a couple of things. Caregivers. Somebody wrote, hooray for caregivers. Just kudos to you. Also, from nun to nurse, I would say that your next profession has to be nuclear physicist, just to stick with that. Literally, I was like, okay, I need to sit down and just hear more. I just need to hear more.
Well, the nun to nurse ruined my knees, so I had to have them fixed.
I mean, seriously amazing. And if you're looking for a Velma to your Louise, I think I'll have to fly out and we'll just drive.
Anybody can text me. I want to get in the car and go.
Oh my God.
That's
that
what
could be, Darelyn, that could be Art Masters, Deborah and I, Velma
Right, definitely.
and Louise.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. It is so, people are saying, Gail just said, Deb is too nice to be a nun. I went to a Catholic school, so I know. I have to say so too. I
never used a ruler.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so I do want to know, well, you guys both told me how you came about me, which I love because that was via Facebook. And love it or dislike it, Facebook is a means by which we connect. And I think more so, and I am single. I mean, I have my kids, but they don't want to be with me. I think that measurement of connection through Facebook tells a lot. And I noticed, and this is just me, I write notes, and there are a lot of people who just are focused on the art lessons, which I try to make portable, available in a portal. But there are also those who love the community. So what has the community meant to you? I'll start with Deborah, because we do have an amazing Facebook group.
Well, it's so funny. There's so many people out there that I say, oh, wouldn't it be nice to make a connection with this person and this person? Then you get so busy. It's like you just got to reach out and make that connection, because, you see everybody's comments. And, of course, you comment on people's artwork and everything. So to me, it's just like, do it. Because you never know, you might be surprised.
Absolutely.
Who you can connect with.
How about you, Darelyn?
As I shared with you those pictures from Wayland.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Deborah just turned 7. Can I say that?
Yeah, go ahead.
She told me she did.
Too late.
She just turned 70 last week. So happy birthday to you. Yes. And I am so glad. If y'all don't know, I have a slight crush on an artist who lives in Laguna Beach, isn't far from me. His name is Wyland. Deborah happened to have autographed photos that she just had framed. And so I was just like blown away. I don't need an autographed photo. I just plan on stalking him uncomfortably until he agrees to let me interview him or something. Okay, how about you, Darelyn? What has our community meant to you?
Well, I think for me, it's built my confidence. Sometimes I'll do something in my journal and I'll think, man, that's awful. But I'll be brave, and I'll go ahead and post it. And seeing your artwork or what you don't think is good about your artwork through others' eyes gives you encouragement. And then I also remember what you say, Tracy. It's your idea book. If I want to share it with somebody, I can, but if I want to just close the book and no one ever sees it, then that's my choice. But it has given me the confidence. I think one of the highlights of my year this year was I have my sister has twins that are 20, and I asked them what they wanted for Christmas last year, and both of them said, "I want you to do me some artwork, Aunt Darelyn." And that touched me for two 20-year-olds to want of anything I could have gotten them. That's what they wanted. And then Christmas afternoon, I was happened to be in the kitchen with their dad, my brother-in-law, and he caught my attention, and I got him framed, and they were laying still on the kitchen counter, and he said, "Hey," he said, "as far as I'm concerned, that was the best two presents that were under the tree this year." And that just about made me cry, because he's not a warm and fuzzy, or he's definitely a guy's guy. So for him to say that really made me feel good. And they're almost 21 now. They've gotten their first apartment, and they both have texted me pictures. I haven't gone to see them yet, but they've texted me pictures of where they've hung the artwork that I did for them, and they're wanting me to do another one for something over their couch. So it's given me confidence, and I that's to me is priceless.
Sounds like we're going to have to go bigger and start doing some bigger stuff.
Yeah.
Well, the one over the couch, I'm like, how big does it need to be? I've never done something that big, but I'm playing with something small so I can go up.
It's your idea book. I've said that thousands of times. And excuse me if you can hear my dog. I have no idea what's outside, but she seems to be obsessed with something, and is too lazy to probably go through the dog door and just go look. But so that is something that I say over and over and over again, is creating in this idea book, because it doesn't matter. Well, size does not matter. But when you're going to something larger, it's not as daunting when you start in an idea book. And I don't know, Deborah R is asking, how big is your biggest? I don't know if she's asking me or you guys. I can answer that, and if you guys want to answer, you can. But my largest, actually, I've been commissioned to do some very large pieces. I did a few large pieces that were hung in Deco Art's hallway. And I don't remember how big those were. And then, but that was, I want to go 48 by, like, they were huge. I had to get an easel. And then I've done a couple of over-the-couch things. Here, hold on. This stinking dog is going to drive me insane. Hold on.
I put mine in the bedroom.
I locked my cat out of my art studio too.
Well, and I'll just show you. This gives you, these are very old pieces, but it shows you, like, so this is, I guess you can't really see. It covers my whole body. But these are really large pieces, and as you can see, I just kept building. I can't remember. This was for some art show somewhere, and then I got the pieces back. And I actually, I'm similar to the plumber that has the leaky faucet. I used to be a photographer. If you walk through my house, I don't really hang my artwork everywhere. I'm just weird about this. I either gift it, sell it, commissioned for it. But right outside my studio, I did hang all these shelves at different levels, which I haven't traded the art out or anything. But I do have my artwork right outside my studio. But for the most part, I always encourage, and that's really part of that success path that we talked about in the beginning of your artful journey. It's at the beginning, somebody who has never touched a paintbrush, number one, to advanced, where you're now taking these ideas from your art journal and painting on whatever. I'll paint on anything. So we've done I know we've lately in classes, wine glasses and hats. We're talking about shoes. I've done aprons. So I don't want anybody to think you're staying trapped in this book. However, the best thing I can tell you about having that art journal with you is being able to take it with you. Because it's a little hard to be driving in the car as a passenger with a canvas this big. So I think it is a huge compliment, Darelyn, that your, whether nieces or nephews, you didn't say what the twins were, that they want your artwork.
Nieces, they're girls.
My aunt always mails me a hand-painted little card every year, and I keep them, and I have a whole series of them on my mantle. So I know how that means. Deborah R. is asking, what do you both do with your artwork? That's a question for you two. We'll start with Deborah.
Well, when we did the hat challenge, right away, my cousin, I don't really have any family except cousin, and right away, she wanted the hat for her mother. And so I gave her the hat, and she gave me 2 more hats to paint. So I said, okay. And, I was thinking with this journey that we're all going through, and not to coin someone else's expression, but, you have to make your mess your message.
Oh.
And that says a lot. It says a lot about our internal creativity and, the way that you look at things, and not to be so self-critical.
I literally had to write that down. Make your mess your mess.
Me too.
Does anybody feel like we're learning from Deborah at this minute? I'm like, that is going in my artwork somewhere. Make your mess your message. Oh my God. I love it. How many
it's people? Like you will build it and they will come, Yeah,
all of my quotes come from typically baseball movies.
I'm not into the religious quotes, although I'm very spiritual. So
I would think that would be self-evident if you were a nun.
Oh, I don't push it. Don't worry, I don't push it. Very liberal.
I love that. What about you, Darelyn? What are you doing with your art?
I have given some of it as gifts. I have some of it hanging in my own house. I have some of it that I have framed and put at my office because I am a division financial controller and I crunch numbers all day, and that's boring stuff. So having some of my artwork, some of my favorite pieces in my office at work gives me some cheerfulness. And I have people come in and they're like, "You did that?" I'm like, "I did," and so I've had actually a couple people want me to paint them something just based on what they're seeing, that I have done at my office. So
so you're growing.
I'm working on that.
You're transitioning.
Yeah,
you're growing.
I have two employees that each have a painting in their office that they ask me to do, and so
I love this. I love Pam. By the way, make your mess your message has now become. Everybody's like, yes, yes, yes.
Well, you can see the sunset behind me. Can you see the sunset behind me?
Let me make you full screen. Oh, I can. I'm going to make you full screen. Hold on. There she is. Oh, there's her artwork right there. Oh. Perfect.
And I did the one with the seagulls and the waves. The other one was a photograph I took. So
I love it. Oh my God. See, that is what makes me happy. And that's one of the reasons we did that challenge, was to talk about framing things, because people were like, what do you do with it? Well, go out and buy an inexpensive frame, and that would just hang it up. Like I said, most of my artwork is used for teaching, and so I use it for examples, because a lot of people ask me, can we sell it? Can we auction it off? Yes. But a lot of the stuff I keep, because also when I'm looking for an idea, I just go, oh, like my art is it's just piled everywhere. I got piles. But I can look up and go, okay, wait, I can teach that one again. Because it's going to be fresh for you. It's maybe not as fresh for me, but at least I don't have to reinvent the wheel every single time. Okay.
But the other thing is,
yes,
when you leave this earthly plane, when people come behind you and they see, oh my God, look at this. Oh my God, we didn't know she had all this talent. I'm going to have signs on everything. Do not throw out.
So it is funny you say that. And I remember this from long ago. I always say to my kids, like, you're kind of sitting on a gold mine here. I mean, I don't know if they want all of it, but like I laugh because a lot of like, I always think of like works of art or like Prince, for example. Like he has a vault full of work and he's now passed away. Like that becomes a treasure to somebody else. Also, I believe I'm going to invite your Artful Journey members when my transitional time comes. Just invite you guys to come in and get the paint off their hands. We're going to have an open house of some nature. It's like, just come, buy what you want, take what you want, that kind of thing. All right, so I am going to kind of conclude this by just asking if there's somebody on the fence, doesn't think they have, I can't draw, maybe I don't have the supplies, and we talked about this yesterday with 5 basic supplies. Art journal, we've decided, we put these in order. Art journal, because you need something to write on or in, paper, so just paper. Watercolors, just a basic set will do you. Sharpie was the other thing. Can't remember what the other 2 were. Maybe an aquarella pencil. Oh, painter's tape. Painter's tape.
Painter's tape. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll start with Darelyn this time. Is there something you can kind of just give as a tidbit of information of like, oh, I'm thinking of joining, but what can you add to that?
It was something I did for me. It's an opportunity for me to go to my happy place. And it was well worth the money. I kind of rationalized it, not that I'm a big Starbucks person, but I thought, okay, if you gave up, 2 Starbucks a month, at the end of the year, what would that be? And I just go for it. You won't regret it. There's been days where I've had long, hard days at work. I've come home in a bad mood because of just the stress of my job. And it's Wednesday night or it's wine with wine. And by the time that's over with, I'm laughing and I'm ready to go sit. A lot of times I don't paint with you, but I like to sit and watch and get your tidbits and your information and your tips. And then I'll go paint it. And by the time that experience is over with, I'm in a good mood again.
Oh.
So
that goes the same for me. I've probably had the same day. I have a similar job. I look forward, weirdly enough, to coming home and sharing. Tonight, by the way, I'm on a group called Tangle All Around. So I will be over there today if you guys want to join me at 5:30, which is weird because on a Monday, I normally don't do it on Mondays, but I thought, why not? I'll do it on Monday. So thank you for that, Darelyn. That means a lot. I think all the laughing, because sometimes I've always said, when you teach painting, half of what you're teaching is watching paint dry. And that's a tough sell. Okay, Deborah, what about you?
To me, it's a form, and I'm not going to say it in a bad way or anything. It's a form of addiction to be creative. Not that I'm, every day you have to be there. But if you do something every day, even if you're creating on a napkin or you see something, and I've been taking a lot, I live in a wetland area, and I take a lot of photos of the flowers, the azalea bush just bloomed, and I say, and to look at something a lot closer as to, what it looks like. And gee, you could paint that. And, it's just whatever you do, don't get a plastic tablecloth for your table. Everything sticks to it, especially the painter's tape.
Oh yeah.
I gotta think about redoing stuff.
You know what somebody recommended to me? Now, I happen to have, my desk is covered. I get asked all the time, your desk is always so. Now, I have a piece of glass that goes over my entire island in my office, which was great. But when I'm video recording, it reflects the ceiling, so sometimes there's a glare. So I put, somebody gave me a roll. It's actually like canvas paper that goes in a printer, and I don't have that big printer. It's not even like a paintable surface. So I put that on, I just unroll that. But somebody suggested, I think, just going to Michael's, Target, whatever, butcher paper. Like get a roll of butcher paper, cut that, tape it to the table, because then you still have that surface. And then when you're done, you just throw it away. That was it.
Yeah, you're using it as a palette.
Well, and somebody last week said
Exactly.
with Jelly Arts, she uses the butcher paper to wipe off all of her rolls all around, and then she uses that paper and cuts it up. And I was like, oh, brilliant. I mean, so her background became a good idea. All right, you guys have got lots of people are saying, oh my God, it's so nice to meet you. Oh, another good suggestion, which is, or I have them as well, is a
Use the
non-stick.
noise.
Yeah, oh, that's okay. The non-stick art sheets, they make a non-stick craft surface as well, Deborah. If you need a link for that, I could give you that. All right, you guys. And I'm going to just read a couple of the comments, which I love. You don't need talent, you just need love. Are you guys all speaking in quotes today?
Well, I'm writing a book. I'm writing a memoir.
Oh, okay. Well, then you have to let me know when that comes out. Because I already want to know, is the title From Nun to Nurse or something like that?
No, the door swings both ways.
I love it. Okay. I definitely am going to read that book, so you better let me know. Okay. Okay, so people are asking me questions about surfaces. I'll answer that. I'm going to let you two lovely ladies go. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. If I make it to Massachusetts, the answer is I will be either the Velma to your Louise or the Louise to your Velma. I don't know who is who. But if you don't mind, I wouldn't mind if Brad Pitt drove us around, because I don't really like to drive and I fall asleep in cars.
Oh, I love to drive.
Oh, she loves to drive. Hey, Betsy,
You guys are a match.
I hate to drive. Oh yeah,
But you can do the chin. You can do the chin wagon.
Yeah. I just hate to drive. Everybody asks me about that. I'm like, no. All right, I like to fly. And Darelyn, I thank you so much. There is the opportunity that I know with Orlando, Florida, is Joyce's new store, which go ahead and give her a plug if you want to.
Anybody who's in the Orlando, Florida area, BoQ Creations, it's got tons of art supplies. It has crafting space that you can go and sit, and she has a monthly crop. It's a great place to go. I'm excited for her to have her store open and teach what she is good at. And so yeah, I'm hoping that the Orlando thing works out.
Yes,
sure.
Very proud of Joyce, who owns BoQ Creations. Especially, I think anybody, especially a woman-owned business, building your own business, and opening your own. Like, she flourished during COVID, so I think that is.
She did.
It's called BoQ Creations, Patty. It's BEAUQ Creations.
Q
Yeah.
Creations.
Okay, ladies. Thank you from the bottom
Thank you for having us.
my heart.
Thank you.
And I will see you guys all in your Artful journey when I'm done this week.
Just do it.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Gal just tells you can learn from every single person you meet. Okay, I loved it. I loved every second of that. Thank you, ladies. By the way, I do want to thank Anne. Anne lined all this up and scheduled everybody that you're meeting. Hopefully, I was able to answer all of the questions. People are asking me now about the surface I work on. Just so you know, this is... so I like white because when I'm teaching, so this is how that big that is. That's what I put on my work surface. But yeah, they make these awesome craft sheets that are non-stick that are awesome. Well, you guys, and thank you. Somebody commented that they thought my shirt was cute. I have new pants on, and they're sort of like thinner pants as versus my COVID pants, which were a little bit different. I did a 6-week challenge, and I lost a little bit of weight, but I gained muscle, and I'm fitting back into some of the pants that I had bought pre-COVID when I didn't know we were going to be in lockdown, and I never put them back on again, so that was kind of cool. It's nice to put real clothing on. All right, you guys, I want to say this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Thank you to the people who are jumping online. I'm going to read one thing before I leave because, oh, wait a minute. Oh, this was from Bambi. I never even read this, but she was on. Okay, I want to read this just real quick because I got her permission. I like to ask for permission. I got this email. I get a lot of emails. I think last week, having shared a little bit more about myself than I normally do, it was nice that I got some email, but it says, Dear Tracy and team, I felt compelled to write to you this morning to say thank you and to tell you how grateful I am to have found you and to be part of your artful journey. I want to tell you why, and that starts 9 months ago. I hope you will bear with me as I tell it. 9 months ago, I went in for surgery to fix an aneurysm, and it went horribly wrong. The aneurysm ruptured and caused I'm probably going to something with it hemorrhaged, stroke, caused a stroke. Okay. After 9 hours of surgery, they had stabilized me, but told my husband that they didn't know if I would wake up. I was on the ventilator for 5 days and I woke up. I suffered another stroke a little over a week later. However, after 24 days in the ICU, I amazingly walked out of that hospital. The only things affected by the strokes were my left arm and hand and some cognitive defects. I have a beautiful 9-year-old little girl. Before my surgery, I was a primary teacher. I was supposed to teach kindergarten this year. Instead, I have been home on medical leave, recovering and helping my daughter with distance learning. I am forever grateful that I got to be here for this year. Unfortunately, those cognitive, I think it's supposed to be deficiencies. No, she's a better writer, way good writer. Also included common stroke side effects such as quick to temper, low patience, and trouble focusing. My strokes were on the right side of my brain. When I saw your ad on Facebook about the February Heart Challenge, I jumped at it. I thought it would help with the mindfulness practices I had just started, and that maybe I could help build new neural pathways. Isn't this great? Just writing far better than I can read. Around my stroke, since I would be learning a new skill that the right side of the brain handles. I quickly saw results and joined your artful journey when it opened up. You are a bright light, Tracy. I smile and laugh along with you on your videos. You and your artful journey have significantly improved my life. It has been improved by temperament, patience, and my ability to focus. Thank you for what you do. You help people more than you could ever know, and I will forever be grateful what you have given me with love and gratitude. I'm going to say Kimberly. By the way, Kimberly, you are an inspiration because never once in that story did I hear you giving up. I will also say probably that 9-year-old is your North Star, like I always called my kids. My kids were my North Stars through any bit of trouble, but especially when your health is failing. I'm not a doctor. I am not a counselor. I am nothing. I don't have an art master's in art therapy, anything. I'm just a person who noticed the difference that art made in my life during a very hard time. And I decided to share that. I'm sorry, I have tears. I always do. I can't read anything. But thank you, Kimberly. I got her permission to share that. Thank you for that. I will forever be blessed by just what you said here. I save all those testimonials and I put them in a folder that reminds me of why I do what I do. My path has changed several times in my art journey, from teacher to demonstrator to working for a paint company to closing the doors to deal with my own issues that life threw my way, to opening them up in a new way. And I'm glad I did that. This is just talking to all these people reminds me, sometimes hard to take the compliments, but thank you. I'm going to give a piece of homework today. I have a piece of homework. Since you all were talking in quotes today, and first off, thank you, Deborah, for make your mess your message. I wrote that down. That's probably what I've been doing and not knowing. If you guys have the opportunity to Google this song, it's called I think it's called I Dare You by Kelly Clarkson. First off, it might be Kelly Clarkson. It might be Kelly Clarkson, but it's called I Dare You. Please listen to that song. Now, I really like her music. A couple of her songs really, the other one I listen to on a daily basis when I wake up in the morning, other than reading my Jesus Calling book, is listening to an empowering song. And I found that I Don't Think About You by Kelly Clarkson, or Son, whatever her name is, just amps me up in the morning and reminds me to keep doing what I'm doing. And I heard this song the other day about I Dare You, and it's really an empowering song about I dare you to love, because it's like, it's a very vulnerable thing. And that's something that I found, if you want to listen to some music today, that's your homework. I'm going to listen to it. Kelly Clarkson, thank you. And by the way, the fifth thing that we talked about in the beginning, number 1 was you need an art journal, paint, watercolors, a basic set, Sharpies, paint brushes, and painter's tape. Thank you for that reminder. I was looking, I was listening, I couldn't remember the 5 things. Make your pain, your painting, heal and rejoice. Thank you, Wendy. Those are some wonderful words. Today, in some way, shape, or form, Make Your Mess Your Message is going to make its way into my art. I will be on live tonight doing a free demo on Tangle All Around group on Facebook. You can look them up. If you're a member of your Artful Journey and you request to join, it's automatic. You'll be in there. All you really need to do is show up. Yeah, but Kelly, I'm going to say that there was a time in my life where I don't think I was mentally showing up and I was just physically putting my body there. That is true. Those steps definitely help me. But if you can bring your mind there as well, that's helpful. I Dare You by Kelly Clarkson. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you to listen to I Dare You. I'm going to listen to it on my way into work this morning. On my way into Lowe's to go pick up that carpet that I'm obsessed with and that I can't really afford, but I really want it. So I'm there. Can't wait. The group is pretty awesome. Oh, great. Yes. There you go. Okay. Kelly said, what mind? That would be me. Yeah. Yeah, Judy, I am one of those people who I think through a number of times in my life physically showed up, but didn't align my mental capacity or my spiritual or my ability to show up. It was just, and I think as being a mom, maybe going through troubles, maybe whatever, I think your Artful Journey made me more mindful of sitting down, being aware of my surroundings, also appreciating it. Because just like Deborah was saying, I walk around with a camera in my hands. Well, I have a phone in my hands. I walk around and I'm taking pictures of every dang possible thing I ever want to paint in my life. And there's just far too many things. So on that note, I will leave you with that homework, I Dare You by Kelly Clarkson. Just something I heard on Friday and it just resonated. I just needed it. I personally like to be present when I show up at things now, mentally, physically, and the such. Okay, guys, have a wonderful day. We are back tomorrow. I'm on live tonight demoing. I think I answered the question of what's included in your artful journey. And tomorrow, this is so great. Tomorrow we have Margaret and Connie. In all seriousness, I have met Connie before, twice. She lives local to me. So it's not like I've never spoke to her before. So I'm not going to. These conversations just fill my heart. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we do have Margaret and Connie tomorrow. On Wednesday, we have Deborah R. and we have Donna W. All of these conversations, by the way, all of these conversations stay in my Facebook page. They also go to my YouTube channel. So if you missed any of them since Saturday, they're all there. Denise, I will do something where we do your favorite quote. Hold on. I am writing this down. Hold on. Got it. I love that. I wrote it down. I wrote that down. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Margaret is here. Margaret, it's just a conversation amongst girlfriends. It is. You can, yep. You know what? And when you do something scary, it's actually pretty fun. So just remember, it's just a conversation with me and a few other 1,000 people. No, I'm kidding. All right, kids, I am going to put my art back on the wall, and I am going to say have a lovely, wonderful morning, Monday morning. Have a lovely, wonderful, I don't know what's going on with these. You know what? It's when I cry. Yeah. I live by quotes, too, all the time. By the way, I'm going to make your mess your message. That is going... I just love it. Couldn't you just I could talk to people all dang day. All right. Have a wonderful and beautiful day. I will see you guys all tomorrow morning, if not tonight at 5:30. And if not, we'll be back with 2 more members of your Artful Journey. And doors to your Artful Journey close Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We are the good vibe tribe. That is such a wonderful quote. I keep going through my brain. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you all later.